Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. This is the Queen Bee herself coming at you again with another news commentary of Chicago Talk. Wanted to start out by saying namaste and peace be unto you and everybody that is watching this video. Today I'm going to do a video today, and it's going to be actually on three different subjects. I'm going to talk about Colin Kapernack. I'm going to talk about the update about DMX, and I'm going to give some more brief information about the cruise for Labor Day of next year. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get right into it. Today, first, I'm going to start about talking about Colin Kaepernick. Now, we all know that he is the quarterback of the San Francisco 49ers, and from what was told, it's going to be quite a few people. They're going to be conducting a demonstration in front of the NFL headquarters on August the 23rd. Now, from what was reported in this particular story, though, that in the past, Colin Kaepernack had refused to stand up for the national anthem because of the simple fact that he felt that why should he pledge to a flag unto a country rather that actually mistreated black people, African Americans. And as far as with that, contrary to popular opinion, I don't blame him. And the coaches said there's nothing they could do about that because that's going to be going against his civil rights. Now, none of the football teams are not trying to pick him up to play for this fall. So they said Spike Lee has something to do with it, though, but it's going to be taking place on August the 23rd in front of the NFL headquarters. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, but far as with that, I definitely applaud Colin Kaepernack. I mean, if it push come to shove, and then far as this story, this is just beyond him not playing football. I mean, it's all about African Americans standing up for our civil rights. So a lot of people were saying, it's not going to really do any good. It's not going to change anything. But, look at it like this, though. I mean, you're looking at people like Dr. King, people like, say, Dr. King, Louis Farrakhan, different people that sacrificed their lives, to get us to the level where we're at. So I look at it like this. I mean, why not stand up, for our rights? I mean, as African Americans. I mean, because if you look at the National Football League, you're looking at approximately between 75 to 80% of the players are African American. Now, the higher ups, the coaches and the owners and the managers, I mean, they're only looking out for, far as the money and far as, the players playing, far as wins and loses and stuff. But, if you really think about it, this is something that's way bigger than just, football. I mean, this is about us standing up for equality as a people, as a whole. So, yeah, I mean, I definitely will cheer the people on. And then from what I read, they said people like, I think it was like Dwayne Wade and some other people, though they got involved, and some of the members of the WNBA, they're getting involved. But my main question is this. Why in the world isn't some of the other quarterbacks or the linebackers or the kickers or any of those other people in those type of positions are not standing with Colin Kaepernick? I mean, this is a time, though, for us as African Americans, for us to stand up as a people, because as that old saying goes, though, if you don't take a stand for something, you will fall for anything. So, and I think it's really important, though, that we need to come together as a people and to stand up. So like I said, I stand for Colin Kaepernick. I mean, if it has to take whatever it takes to shut the NFL down, I mean, shut them down, because we need to stand up as a people. So, don't look at me, because I've had a subscriber that told me that, they look at me as a leader. I'm not a leader. I'm just a messenger, trying to just spread some knowledge to our people, especially these young people, because, you need to stand up and pay attention, because this is about standing up for not your rights, but say if you have children in the future and say if they want to, participate, and play for the NFL, you got to look out for them. I mean, because our rights are just as important. If we don't want to stand up and pledge to the flag and to the country, and then say the national anthem, then guess what? We shouldn't be forced to do such because, and then it does make a lot of sense, though. This country has been against us for over 200 years. And, and if you really sit down and really think about it, we're still in slavery. But anyway, that's enough of that story. So my prayers go out to the people that participates in this demonstration, to Colin Kapernack, and pray for the best. So moving on to the next story, which is DMX. Now, it was reported that he had went to St. Louis to visit his family, and he did not make the probation officer or the judge aware. So they told him that he was in violation of his probation. So from what I've read on TMZ, that his lawyer's trying to fight it, though, trying to see can he get him on house arrest. But but DMX, my whole thing is, okay, you've been reporting to these people to let them know whether you're going to go out of town to perform at different shows and different events. So, I mean, what's the big deal? I mean, in terms of not letting them know that you're going out of town to visit your own family. I mean, I don't see what the big deal of it is, though. And then, for what was told, the lawyer was stating that it slipped his mind. That's bullshit. It didn't slip your mind. I mean, he knew exactly what he was doing, because you're talking about 14 counts of tax evasion. When are you going to get it together, man? I mean, it's time out for all this old dumb shit. I mean, you are a grown-ass man. It's time for you to either man up or shut up. I mean, because don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Get it together. Do what you need to do. Take care of your business. That's all I got to say about that. So, only thing I got to say in reference to this DMX story, I mean, just everybody please keep him in your prayers at this moment right now. Now, brief talk about in reference to the cruise. It's going to take place September, Labor Day weekend, September 2018. We're going to be joining with PT from PT Showbiz Top 5. And I'm asking again for at least 10 people to participate in this trip. We're going to be gone for at least 5 days, starting from that Friday and probably up to maybe that Tuesday, I believe. So it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, that's about right. So out of that whole week, we're probably, for those of people that are employed and working, we're probably going to be off for at least about 2 days at the most. So yeah, we're going to have a good time. And PT did a live stream today, so he said his intention, he was going to do his deposit by the end of this month, and I'll probably do mine. I'm going to try to do mine by the end of the month for $150. So we're looking around maybe say September next month, around like maybe say between the mid part or the end of the month. I need at least 10 people, a minimum of 10 people to participate, to pay their $150 down on the cruise. And then, we're going to get more information in terms about the rooms, because they're looking at it as though a minimum of at least 2 people per room. And yeah, those cruises are very nice. They do feed you. And I mean, their food is so good. Now, also, I think my understanding, you're allowed to carry at least, I think like a case or like say 12 cans of pop. Let me see. It could be like Pepsi or, like Coke or something like that, or maybe a bottle of wine. But in terms of like hard liquor, no, they're not going to allow that. So, they definitely, and I know for a fact though, with those cruises, they do serve a lot of food and a lot of liquor, and baby, it's going to be some straight turning up. So, yeah, so for those of you who want to participate, please let me know. Like I said, let me know. Leave a comment on the bottom, or if not, you could drop it in the email. My email, charris7102@gmail.com. Because, see, I want at least a minimum of 10 people to participate in this event. It's going to be a big party. We're going to be talking about, PT said he's going to talk about gossip. I might have my own section of the room where we could talk about news and talk about real life events. I mean, I'm going to keep the floor open to all of my subscribers, because it's really important, because if it weren't for my subscribers, then See Temptation would not be in existence on YouTube on Chicago Talk. So yeah, I definitely want to have a meet and greet and a sit down and just talk about, different news, different events, talk about the celebrities, talk about real life things. Because, because we could all learn and share things with each other. So, that's how I feel. I take this thing very seriously and I'm very passionate about this. So that's pretty much it of all the information. So I'm going to get ready to end this video. So again, please leave a comment on the bottom. And as always, I'm going to end this video by saying, I love you. I bless you. I have faith in you. And I realize the Creator in each and every one of you. And until the next video, dropping the mic, one love, I'm gone.